Hey guys, it's that time again. Let's Game Ontario 167, Monday Night Monsters. And yeah, Justin, you last played the game. I'll see what you think of this game.
Well, it's football, so I'm not really big on sport
Yeah,
games. But
I'm a hockey guy. You're a hockey guy.
this right now is like kind of like a. It was hard for me to control because it didn't have a. It's not controller supported.
Yeah, it doesn't have a control
Which
support, which is weird.
somebody might like if it becomes popular, someone might make one or they might do an update for it. Now, I thought it was fun because like you get to throw the ball and score on the other team, and then you guys hit each other, and then they kind of fumble, and then you know how football is.
Yeah.
The cartoonish graphics are funny. The
Yeah,
people,
the
the guy that
graphics
talks
style's
about
really
like
cool.
what you've done in the game is funny. All around, it's a fun game.
It reminds me, like, I just watched Corpse Bride, but I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas like 15 so years ago, and it's something like that kind of style, but with like gummy worms or gummy monsters, I mean. And it really reminds me of like Mario Strikers meets, like, not as intense necessarily, but Mario Strikers meets like Warcraft. I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
like
where you
where
have to drag everything, like where you.
It's almost like
your players
FTL though,
have to
because
go.
you have to pause it, do your actions, unpause it,
Yeah.
pause it, do your actions, unpause it.
And that was one of the biggest things that, other than the fact the score board was whack, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't get it because if you score, then they get 2 points too, and it's
Yeah, like,
I don't
how
know
does
how
that
that
even
works.
work? They don't even explain that in the when you load up the game, and it's kind of stupid. It's like, oh, I'm winning 2 or 3-0, and then all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and they're like, it's
Yeah.
like 4-4, and it's like, that's not right. Like, that shouldn't happen in a sports game.
I don't know. There could be a setting that you set that it
Yeah.
makes equal. Maybe I'm not sure, but it's
I didn't see any options menu. That's how basic this game is.
like you said. If it's in early access,
Yeah.
you know you have to.
I don't think
probably
it's in
build up
early
to it.
access because I found it on one of the indie sites, itch.io.
So maybe they're not finished it, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's like a really, like, kind of like haberdashery.
Yeah,
But
where they-
haberdashery seemed to have a bit more polish in this game, I find. Like, this game was sort of like the
Yeah,
menu.
that one almost looks like this is the product that we're going to show you, and then we're going to add more to it.
Yeah.
This one feels like they finished it, but couldn't.
Like a
didn't have
base,
the
bare
yeah,
bones.
they didn't have the money to completely finish it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Like, there are 2 monster teams, and as I said, it's like a strategy sports game where you have to choose. Then your guy charges. If your guy gets hit, they're stunned for a second or 2. So it's pretty straightforward. You can throw the football straight into the goals.
Which I couldn't get down. I couldn't get that down, but it's polished enough to do it because the guys were doing it. So
Yeah.
like if we put more hours into the game, we'd probably be able to be like throwing it into the goal like they
Yeah.
were doing it.
I thought it was cool. Like, I wouldn't say I was impressed by the graphics too, but I wouldn't say like I was really having fun. Like, just because the game seems to end at 5 points, and like the fact
Well, I mean, a game to me is like if it's like it's something that you wouldn't go. It's not your go-to game. You wouldn't like just go out of your way to play it.
that I think you'd play it for the graphics just to see what it's like,
Yeah.
and like if they can improve it, I think it'd be worth the $10. I think I saw
Exactly.
it for it, but
It's probably
I
worth
wouldn't
it.
have paid $10 for this.
If you can get it on sale for $2, try it out.
Yeah, $2 or something.
Yeah.
That's about it. But
If it goes on sale.
the graphics bring you in, but like the gameplay, like, it doesn't feel like a finished product. And
Yeah, it feels like they could add more to it.
yeah,
like
more
explain more how do you
teams
play the
and,
game.
Yeah,
Like a
exactly.
tutorial.
Menus and.
Should add a tutorial.
I mean,
to it.
what's good is like a good base game, but I was expecting something like a bit more thrilling, kind of like, again, Mario Striker has that atmosphere, the cheering, everything's so like beyond larger than life.
Almost like that pixel, what the heck that thing? That
Oh,
one game that we had.
yeah, Super Pixel somethings that we played a few
The
weeks
strippers or strappers or something.
ago. Super Pixel Strippers.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways,
I know which
that
game
was
you're
funny.
talking about. Yeah,
that was awesome.
that was really basic graphics, but like it was
Yeah.
intense because you had like 50
Everybody
billion
chasing you, and you can
aliens.
beat up all the audience that comes and storms in on you. And
Yeah, and it was intense, but this
Yeah.
like it's missing that element of like intensity. Like
yeah, they could have took that and just put monsters in it,
yeah,
like changed it a bit,
well,
or it did an add-on for that.
I think definitely there's a lot that they improve. I think turning off the ability, like if you could have AI for your teammates, I think that's
Yeah, or
what I
switch,
would prefer.
or switch between them.
Yeah,
Like,
like
have them
turn
AI,
that on
but
or
then you
off.
can switch between each character.
Yeah, and that's actually what
Steam it.
Mario Tennis does. Not Mario Tennis, Mario Strikers. I don't know where Mario Tennis came out, but
Retro.
yeah, like I guess I'm
Going way back.
thinking back 4 months ago when I was playing it for Wii U. But yeah, that's one thing. Like no AI whatsoever usually in the game is not, it kind of hurts the game.
Yeah, you want
for you to-
intelligent AI too.
Yeah, I mean
They
even
don't
if it's
stand there if
stupid
you don't
AI,
work.
like Mario Strikers, sometimes they're really dumb. But like some sort of AI, and that's somewhere that a place that they can really fix with this game. But yeah, the graphics are sweet. I agree. Like they've got that down, which is hard to do. I think it's hard to get
Well,
a style.
their artist they should have paid him all the money for the game.
Yeah, all the money.
That's where the game is the art.
Yeah, that's what makes it different from Mario Strikers, not Mario Tennis. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I found it fun, but I played like 3 to 5 matches, and I didn't feel like playing anymore.
I played one and I thought it was
like
okay.
the text was okay.
It's fun,
but it wasn't like you're sort of expecting humor, kind of like on the level after being spoiled by like Splatoon, where like there are jokes everywhere.
Or like what's that one? Bros. With Arnold Schwarzenegger and all that.
Oh, Broforce.
Broforce,
that's
yeah,
what I
sorry.
thought you were talking about.
Yeah, Broforce. Yes, that's funny. Like,
Yeah, I just found like since there's so many games out there, especially at this time of year, I found like this. Yeah, the graphics throw you in, but you feel like this game definitely doesn't feel finished.
Yeah, and if you
Like,
bought,
even
if you,
Colat
yeah,
seemed to
if
feel
you paid
more finished to
$10,
me.
yeah, if you paid $10 for
Yeah.
it, you're probably going to feel a little ripped.
Yeah,
off.
and I'm glad I got it for free because they had like
Yeah.
100% off day. So I don't know. I'd say like if you want to see a game in motion that has areas that can improve, then yeah, I think if it got on Steam, then it would definitely be a much better game because it would have a lot more people giving feedback. But right now, like it doesn't seem like.
Yeah, it's just a
as
basic
many-
game that
It's really bare bones.
Maybe for your
thing.
kid, to buy it for your kid, because it's simple.
Yeah, but even the
Nothing-
kid, like I think even with the dragging out, like the kids probably
might not be able to figure it out.
compared to Mario Tennis, it's not as instant because like I find with that dragging out, it sort of slows the game down.
But plus,
That's
you
how
have to
it felt.
pause. Yeah, you can't pause it, so your other guys are just staying still if you don't program them, and you
Yeah.
have to throw the ball. But because you're playing against AI players or PC players, it's like characters. It's like they already programmed to like, hey, if you do this or variables, like
Yeah,
they can throw the
exactly.
ball and you're just standing there. You guys are just standing there.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what happened to me actually. Sort of, I
Yeah.
had one guy running off. He didn't score, but like I had one guy here and like 2 guys here, and like all of a sudden you're screwed. So that's the strategic element of it. But we got chickadee. But
you must be fed.
yeah. But no, that's what I guess the point of the game is to have a bit more strategy than say something that's real time. But still, I found like it cuts away from some of the instant, fun. And
Yeah. Well, that's all I got to say about the game.
that's all I got. I mean, hopefully this games goes from here and like there's a lot of feedback and it gets better and better. But
Hopefully.
yeah, it doesn't seem like a finished game quite yet. So they have places to improve on for sure.
Well, they can only go up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, let's wrap it up. Try this game out if you can find it for free or on sale for $2-3. But I mean, as it is, it's not a finished game, and it's got promise. But yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like it is worth $10 to me, unfortunately.
Same here. I agree.
All right. No other thoughts?
Nope.
All right, guys, keep on gaming. We'll see you back next week when Let's Game Ontario 168. Until then, see ya.
See ya.